just being able to represent such an amazing school as Penn State, and just being a part of a team. It's a whole nother family in college away from home, and just having those girls you can go to whenever you need.
Yeah, everything. Even the, long bus rides, the, tough practices. It's all worth it when you go out there and compete in your blue and white, representing, like she said, this amazing school. The first time I competed in rec hall, it was like just the emotion of all the hard work of preseason, getting through freshman year, preseason, and being able to go out there with your family of sisters and representing the school in your house and defending our house.
I agree. The first time I competed in rec hall, it's unlike anything else. Like club gymnastics, you have one set of bleachers and it's family members, but here it's the college, you have fans, you have little girls that are looking up to you, and being able to do what you've been training since we've been like 2 years old and in front of all of these amazing people, it's just so cool.
It's been incredible, like all the help you get, that you're afforded such a great opportunity, from sports psychologists, nutritionists, just everything. And if you really use your resources, you can really go so far.
Yeah, it's just so amazing. It's challenging at times, balancing schoolwork with practice and everything, but then when you look back at the big picture, there's very few people that get the opportunity to be a student and compete and represent their school every single weekend, and that's just the greatest part about being a student athlete.
That's pretty amazing. I wasn't really thinking about that, like going into the meet. I just wanted to do what I do every day, really consistent. I kept everything the same, but it's a great feeling to, on this night go out with great scores and just keep improving from week to week is my goal. So, it didn't really hit me that it was our last regular season home meet in rec hall. I think because we still have Big Tens and regionals and we still have so much season left. I think I really just went into the meet thinking it was any other meet, just so I could do my job for my team.
And you, Lindsay?
Oh, it hit me. I was definitely trying to take everything in during my floor routine, looking up to the crowd and just, taking the whole night.
I guess when I finished all my routines, I kind of held my endings a little bit longer than I usually do.
Yeah, we felt like a really exciting senior night, and anytime you're honoring your seniors, there's a lot of emotion. We had a long meeting before we started where each class, the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, presented something, a story or a video to the seniors. And then the seniors did a presentation for the rest of the team, and they did a video which was got me choked up, and then each of the coaches talked before we went into our normal meet talk. So when we came out for warm-ups, I felt like we were a little flat. And quite frankly, I was a little concerned that we weren't going to have a great night just because of that feeling. And we got off to a tremendous start on vault. I think we stuck 4 out of the 5. We only have 5 gymnasts compete on vault because of Randy Lau's injury. And we don't have anyone else that's ready to go right now. So those 5 girls all knew they had to hit. Otherwise, we would have to count a low score. And 49-3-2-5, I think is what it was. That's a huge score. So we got off to a great start. We went to bars. Alex Witt hasn't competed, hasn't been in the lineup. She's coming back from the thumb surgery, takes Randy's place, and has the second highest bar score of the meet. So what a great way to come back. Your first time competing, you almost win the event. And so that really got us pumped. We went over to beam, same thing. Lexi Carroll's back from her finger injury, first time competing on beam, hits our beam routine. So we carried strong momentum into the last event, and I think they were just a little too fired up going into floor. And each person had, just a little mistake. So they weren't undeniable on floor. And the judges, after seeing 3 other teams that were great on floor too, they're not going to throw 9-9s around. So we got what we earned on floor. It was our lowest event score of the night, but very happy with the 196.6, is that what it was? 196.6. Mm-hmm. Very happy with that at home on senior night. Especially when all the coaches kind of had some concerns right before we started. So the kids fell back on their training. They did what they do in the gym, and that's what we expect from them. It's different because they're the first group that started with us and finished with us. Like everyone before them had a year or 2 or 3 of Coach Shepard and his coaching staff. So it was funny in the seniors video, it says we signed up for this, and it was a picture of Steve Shepard, and when we got here we got this, and then it was a picture of Rochelle and I. You know, so it was kind of funny. And we felt for them when we got here because they really did. They signed up for, you know, Penn State academics, you know, the town, everything that goes along with Penn State, but they signed up for a different type of gymnastics training. And so, you know, for them to stick with it and be as successful as they've been, you know, we give them a lot of credit and a lot of thanks because, you know, it would have been easy for them to change their mind and go somewhere else. The fact that they've worked so hard in the gym to get to where they are, you know, anchoring lineups and competing consistently, but also they're at the top of their class academically. You know, Musgrove has a 4.0 just about every semester. I think her GPA after 8 semesters is like a 3.89. So she's in line for all types of postgraduate scholarships and all that stuff. Stauder, when she got here, she struggled. She came out of a homeschool setting. And when we got her with a mentor and when we got her with tutors, she started to get in some structure. She's made the dean's list, I think, the last 3 semesters. So the combination of, you know, being passionate about their sport, being really good at hitting their routines, but also being great students and great community ambassadors for our program. You know, they're just the whole well-rounded student athlete. But this is one of the closest teams, chemistry-wise, that I've ever coached, that I've ever been involved with. And I think that's why they're competing so well. It's because they love each other so much, and it's genuine. It's not fake in the gym and then they go out and they talk about them behind each other's backs. They really do care about each other. They do really want each other to do well, and I think that's, you know, I've been doing this for 27 years, and I would say that this team's easily in the top 3.